UK's coasts are famous around the world, from stunning windwalks and cliff-top landscapes to golden sandy beaches. Indeed, England alone boasts more than 60 beaches with the coveted blue flag status. While the weather in the UK isn't always great, if you do find a sunny day, you'll never be that far from a great day out. And my name is Trey Stunnasaranthus. I am the host of this desk. I am the keeper of the memes for this desk currently. And, well, with that being said, to my right is my analytical crew in Blett and Sponge, and we have just one more best of three. It is an elimination match, and it is sure to be a fired-up banger. We do have Tainted Minds on one hand, and then on the other hand, we have Uniquestars. Now, guys, when we mash them together, we get one Tainted Star.
Damn straight.
We got energy.
Let's build the hype.
Yes.
Let's build the hype, because this right here, right now, is the final match of the day, and the winner of this one has gone through the playoffs. They will be going up against Scars, the Japanese sensation, who have blistered through, upset Renegades yesterday, and we got some real sensation about this matchup because when they played in the opening game of the day, was a back-and-forth affair. Tainted Minds were tested, and Uniquestars have really shown their worth here so far in this tournament.
Oi, mate.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, I feel like I saw some Steve Irwin sketches that sounded like really similar right there. He's a pretty hype guy, too, or he was.
He was.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, rip. Now, away from that grim topic altogether, guys, in all seriousness, this could be, I think we're out of the excuses now. It's no more, oh, first match of the day. It's no more any other excuse you can possibly think of. These guys have had time to prepare.
What if their cat's on fire?
Well, they should probably put it out.
Okay.
What about their pants?
That's probably an easier one to deal with. Stop, drop, and roll.
Stop, drop, and roll, and we're going to roll right into this matchup. I don't know that we have too much more time to sit here and come up with the worst possible jokes that we can. Of course, we can do this all day, but what can I say? Tainted Minds and Uniquestars. Seeing Uniquestars come to life there on that second map and kind of pull it back out of overtime, really kind of, how would I say this, empowering?
Eye-opening.
Eye-opening. I think Uniquestars kind of did themselves a favor, right? It could have gone to map number 3, in which case they played an extra map, and it's going to be the entire Boot Dreamscape thing. We're like, oh my god, we're so tired. At least close it out in 2-0. And here's the thing, I think Tainted Minds, they were watching this game, and they're going to be like, I don't think it's going to be as easy as we expected, right? They have been, in my books, yes, we have Scars take down Renegades 16-14 and make it to the playoffs and whatnot, but I personally feel the Uniquestars have looked really, really impressive.
Yeah, definitely so. And I think what we need to do here is make sure that we highlight, for any new viewers just tuning in, that there is the stand-in factor of Honked, who is stepping in for Hydra, who wasn't able to make it due to visa issues. But even with that, they've been able to fit him into the team, and they've still been able to do executes. They've still been able to look like a solid unit. Now, it's a different level of Counter-Strike, but we're learning as we go, because there isn't a big data pool for us to pick from and to watch from and to really learn too much about these guys. It's from a completely different side of the world as far as Counter-Strike's concerned. Yep. So this is new to everybody, and these guys are showing, and they're definitely getting loud and proud and being passionate. And I think that's one of the factors that the guys from Uniquestars are going to have over that of Tainted Minds, who, you know, we're a bit flat after their victory earlier in the day. The
fact that, you know, Uniquestars, we've never seen a team of this caliber, and maybe even from what Chad would say, this quadrant here in the qualifier. Now, if we think about it, you're exactly right, Chad. This could be their Super Bowl.
It is for sure. And if they get through this, if they beat a Tainted Minds, that's a very big victory, because Tainted Minds were here. They were boot camping in the likes of Katowice, which means they're playing against the best teams in Europe, and they should have been a little bit more well-rounded. The fact that they got blown out of the water by Tyloo 16-2, now, they shouldn't have gone into Mirage. You know, you should learn that lesson pretty quickly when you go against the Tyloo, is a big blowout. But Uniquestars here, it was a tight game overall on that second map, right? It wasn't really the most clinical victory by any means, but a win's a win.
You know what is kind of a blowout, and in my mind, very tainted, would be Vegemite. But anyway, let's go ahead and start talking about the Tainted Stars. That is on the other side of this equation, which is 1-1, of course.
Well, they make window.
That's two teams. They play against each other. Yes. Yeah. But talking about Tainted Minds, they're going to be warmed up. They're going to be firing on all cylinders because they just came out of that victory, and they're going to be ready to play.
I don't know, right? Like, I mean, Tainted Minds, they did beat Uniquestars earlier on, but then again, they got completely, utterly dumpstered by Tyler. Yeah. They should kind of shaken it off, right? I saw a couple of 200 players. They're like, all right, just got completely fisted. It's okay. We're good. We're done. We're just going to wipe the slate clean and start fresh again. The problem is, like you mentioned, Chad, like they've been playing for a while. They're a known entity coming into this matchup. They're
Yep.
one of the favorites to make it to the playoffs in a group consisting of Tyloo, yes, the favorites, one of the favorites alongside Renegades. Then you have Firepower with 3 stand-ins. Then you have Uniquestars, who, yes, agreed, not many people have heard of them, but you know, when you're a team who's been boot camping, who's got an org behind you, who have so much of experience, and experienced players as well, like all 4 of these players in this team, apart from Inns, have played in a minor in the past. Yam's played with you, has played in majors and whatnot. So, doesn't matter how unknown a team is, you should have a system in place where you should be able to, like, your basic should be able to hold, you know, make you hold your own, basically.
Yeah, and surprisingly, it feels that Tainted Minds are not using their minds and relying more on their stars, and Uniquestars are using their brains, as opposed to that of the Australian/New Zealand squad. But on your screen right now, you can see the team. Ofnu in the middle there, the in-game leader from New Zealand. On the left or right of him, I forgot which one it was, but it's the far right. Zuzi, he is also from New Zealand. Those guys there, they can't say 6 properly, but the other 3 of them are Australians. We've got Yam, we've got Inns, and we've got Burn. Are you okay? And these guys, they're getting it done. And you know what Yam said in the interview, that it's going to be about hitting shots. So that's how you know that it's not going to be a massively strategical game of Counter-Strike.
So, Chad, I want you to say the word cash for me.
Cash.
Okay, right. So, moving
You
anyway.
did slip up once.
Moving right
recently.
past it. Let's talk a little bit more about the Tainted Minds. They had a rough showing earlier against a team called Tyloo. Although they were playing in their backyard when it came to Mirage, it was not pretty.
That's one you want to forget about, though. Like,
Yeah, if you're Tainted Minds, I definitely want to forget about that.
That's for them. It's just a blip on the radar. Okay, you know, we picked into their best map. Whatever we prepared, it didn't work by any means. We need to forget about that. It needs to be water off a duck's back, and we need to move forward, take the steps in the right direction, and win this game so they can go up. Look, here's the thing. You come second in this group, you actually get the easier opponent. Think about this.
You get Scar Absolute, yeah.
Right? You don't have to play against Renegades. So this is actually the best chance for Tainted Minds to put themselves in the upper bracket of the playoff tomorrow. If they just need to win here, 2 maps over a team which they should have utmost confidence against.
And also, the fact that that loss against Tyloo was a very quick affair, right? It was 16-2. It didn't drag out. It was a
Long
very...
affairs are the better kind.
Okay.
I don't know, Chad. I mean, it depends.
We're just gonna let that one kind of disappear.
Settle.
Maybe let it be water under the fridge. And let's talk about our head-to-head. We do have players that we've highlighted here in Nerds and Offnu. And well, I guess perhaps you guys pick sides here and tell me why one's better than the other.
Well, they're the in-game leaders.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I guess I can take Offnu. And
I'll
you
take
can
Nerds.
take the complete unknown. So
Thanks, man.
Offnu's been playing Counter-Strike for a very long time within the Australian/Oceanic scene. He's playing 1.6 back in the IPGN days. That's basically we found Ustilo as well. Moving through to Source, he played a little bit there. But CS:GO, he's been most notably, I suppose, he played for Winter Fox, which was a squad from Australia with the likes of APOC and co. Zuzi was in that team as well, who went to North America, and they played within Pro League for a season. Pretty sure that they disbanded or came last, and then they were removed from that division, then had to go back to Australia, and then we left you with Nerds. So good
Thanks.
luck.
Yeah, Nerds.
He's a frag.
I actually know stuff about him.
Here we go.
All right, there we go. He has won. I think he's pretty much been the best player in Israel for quite a while, in CS:GO at least, right? At least for the past 4 to 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. And he's been an in-game leader. He's a top fragger as well. He's an entry fragger as well.
That's what you want.
So this guy is everything in a bundle. And if he's in-game leader at the same time, I was seeing some pretty cool executes coming out from them, right? They were like, we have a few executes still which we kept in the bag till it had to come to overtime and whatnot. So I'm personally thinking that he's going to be a very instrumental player, as he's been this entire day altogether. Also looking at his lineup, for those who are just tuning in right now, even though they're an unknown quantity, they actually play an ESC Advanced League in EU against some of the Tier 2, Tier 3 EU teams, so they do have that. And you can see that their approach to the game is a far cry from some of the other Asian teams, some of the other unknown Asian teams, like your Five Powers, like your Vici Gamings and whatnot. So, yeah.
A bit about him.
That was a small tidbit from Bleth. Thank you very much. There was no puns there, nothing like anything.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
all right.
Let's talk about the map vetoes, boys, because this isn't a small part of this process. It's going to be a best of 3, and ultimately it's going to be very important to see how this one unfolds.
I think Tainted Minds would probably ban Train here. That would make sense. We did see a bit of depth there coming out from the likes of... Oh, it's with Dust too that they've removed. So that shows that they have not practiced that map at all.
The Uniquestars should pick Train right now.
Yeah, they looked quite solid on it. Now, to be fair, they didn't... Like, we saw set executes working, the defaults not so much. If that's the approach, I hope that Tainted Minds know how to react around the set walls of smokes and the set pieces, and there's the pick from Uniquestars, clearly one of the maps that they are more comfortable on. If you're Tainted Minds, even though you lost 16-2, I think I think they should go for Mirage, because I think look, it's not a super high map in their map pool, but in terms of what I just saw from Uniquestars, there wasn't anything too fantastic.
But then again, Tainted Minds really didn't show anything
Yeah,
either, right?
I
It's
know,
going to
I
get
know.
messy.
It's going to be Overpass.
That's a good pick.
Wow. Okay.
That's a good pick.
So with these two maps in the pool, it's very AWP reliant, right? Very strat heavy as well. So this is probably going to be the slowest, most strategical game that we are going to see the entirety of the day with those first two maps in the series. This map, right, is going to be about post plants, I think. I don't think either team is going to be struggling with the executes, or at least getting into bomb site. It's going to be how we play in those post plant scenarios, because this is where decision making and pedigree comes into play a bit more.
Indeed, and then we see the cash ban coming out. So this is basically Uniquestars banning one of the better maps of Tainted Mind, perhaps the best map, by the way. I think they pick this quite often. Inferno Mirage. They're going to go with Mirage. They're going to be feeling confident here.
Yeah, okay, so the fact that they've gone with that, they think the Inferno game was a bit closer, and the likes of, you heard in the interview there with Freya after with the guys from Uniquestars, that they said they felt that they could have won that map, and I don't disagree with them in that regard. So going to Mirage for Tainted Minds means they don't want to have that one crop up once more, but Trace, we're going to get stuck into this one. We've got to get it going. It's going to be Tainted Minds, Uniquestars. I don't know, mate. I'm on edge. I'm on edge, mate. I'm on edge.
Chad, are you okay, man?
I've had a lot of coffee today, man.
I'm kind of worried about you, honestly.
Getting the shakes.
All right. He's good.
Okay, getting the shakes is not nearly as fun as this next part we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and plug the giveaway. That's right. I'm going to do it anyway, just because I can. FACEITMajor.com/giveaway. Go ahead and sign up. Please sign up. Please.
Are you on commission?
For maybe, maybe not.
Okay.
But anyway. Sign up. There's about 2 million FACEIT points being given away, where in which you can maybe pick yourself up a Dragon Lord if you're lucky. Now, that's no promises, and I can't guarantee anything. All tax tags and applicable licenses do apply, and read the small print and stuff. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this game, guys. I need your predictions on this one. It's a best of 3. It's a big match, an elimination one. Who do you got?
Do you want one word, or do you want like a little?
Who do you got, Chad? Real quick.
Tainted Minds.
Tainted Minds.
Tainted Minds. In that case, I'm going to go Uniquestars just to go against the grain. And two guys that have gone against the grain with each other over the years, it's going to be the Jan combo.
What does that mean? What does it mean? What do you think it means, James?
I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. Tainted Minds have won the 9th round. It is going on as we speak with all the monitors we have here to watch them on. So one would expect them to start on the CT side, but we have seen some weird decisions. Yesterday we saw, I think, a decider on Inferno, which it was all 2-0s anyway. We saw a game on Inferno where someone chose to start on the T side. They will be starting on the CT side. I think this could really go either way. I think that we're going to see some wide open Counter-Strike. Well, actually, that said, maybe the maps don't really serve for that, like physically wide open, but if you know what I mean, I think that this, who the hell knows what to expect from Uniquestars on Overpass? We haven't seen him on there yet. We have seen him on Train. I'm going 50-50.
You always do, James. You're always on the fence of the predictions. I think I'm also with the desk on the Tainted Minds train. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We're off into the action. A quick detour through the showers. Rinse off and be ready for the push onto the B sites. The B bomb site should be where the bomb is planted, unless something weird happens. Weird things can happen in Counter-Strike, but Uniquestars want to get off to a good footing. And they are picking their timing here to move into that B-bomb site. There's nothing really to stop them from planting. That's one of the reasons why it's really strong, because you at least guarantee the plant. The mission is then to close the distance towards Connector. And that's a really nice initial pick-off there from Ofnu.
Default plant is going to be secured. There's no smoke, there's no kit on the remainder of Tainted Minds, just Kevlar. And Zusi tries to move in with one frag. He's got 2 players for the T to deal with. Nuts trying to reposition, looking for somebody on the high ground. He finds him. Finds Jan, but he can't quite get the frag. The reload takes too long, and it will be the round for Tainted Minds. Uniquestars get the plant, but Tainted Minds get the round. A good start to the CT side.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to see how Uniquestars play with those AKs early on, but there is a moment of respite for Tainted Minds where they only have to deal with some Glocks, and they'll get to make some of the money. So I wonder what setup they'll look to go with. There's a bunch of different ways you can approach rounds like this. Some teams might do a cheeky push down Ivy. Some teams may play really passive and allow the front of the bomb site to go to the pistols and then frag them. And some teams will actually shut down the choke points at close range. There's all sorts of different approaches here that you can go for with the CT side, and you have such big advantages that as long as you execute any of the variety of approaches well, it's completely fine. And so they're looking for a bomb plant here, and they may well get it. Very fast into this lower bomb site, but Offnu's done a fantastic job helping to clean things up. There's a bit of a struggle there initially on the low ground, but no bomb plant and nobody lost. That's a great result moving into this next round where they have AKs. And that bomb plant would have allowed for Uniquestars to have way more utility in this round. They'll have just enough to execute a set piece, but beyond that, they don't have too much.
We actually see some sacrifice from Nerds in order to buy the required grenades, which is good to see. Something which has been missing in a number of rounds from a number of different teams in the minors that we have seen so far. That's a good start. Bardov style through the smoke. Why not? Burn will show some presence towards the IV position. Look how many players are here for Uniquestars. But Yam is on a flank. He's making his way through the IV position. He's not shy. The 2-0 could be a brittle scoreline. But with the man lost, some advantage must be taken somewhere. And he will allow the other 3 players to focus on the B bomb site. But though, of course, Burn is on a rotation. 2-man spray down for ins. 3 kills in total for these CTs. That is monstrous considering what they're equipped with, the UMP and so on. All of a sudden, Uniquestars are surrounded. Specs trying to hide in the smoke. That won't work. Show some good communication from Tainted Minds. And now Ponks is left to do some work. Okay. Alrighty then. 2 headshots for him. He has 1 minute on the clock. He also has 2 HP versus UC. Does not appear to know where he is. Where is Ponks going? The bomb is on B ramp. The only way this makes sense is that he's basically going to win by elimination rather than to retrieve the bomb. The bomb is the bait for UC to focus on. And Ponks will use that to his advantage. Now, Zusi has to think about what Ponks may be trying to do here, but doesn't seem he's considering a flank, and it's going to be a free kill for Ponks. That is a massive play from him.
Yeah, that's beautiful. But as you say, you know, Zusi's in a situation there where he's tunnel visioning on the bomb a little bit with the positioning that he has. And that is beautiful. And these 2 frags here were fantastic. A flashbang comes in as well. He gets blind just before he makes that second kill. And Ponks, despite being the stand-in, has done excellent work.
Man like Ponks.
For Uniquestars in a lot of these maps and rounds that we've seen. And the buy does come in from Tainted Minds. They have an AWP, so that's pretty promising. A decent amount of grenades, all things considered. So there's still a lot for Uniquestars to have to accomplish here to capitalize. And Burn, are you okay? Taking away T-Main. And that's got to be reclaimed here, and they'll send the MAC-10 to do that. And Arquez will discover that it is free now. And that's a brilliant start for Tainted Minds. They needed a kill to start things off. They don't have any utility remaining now, really.
Yam inside A. With angles towards Ivy. Repositioning now as the smoke goes down. Offnu in a very forward position. Tainted Minds. Constant disregard for Uniquestars with these pushes may work out fantastically for Tainted Minds, but once again, they don't get rewarded with maybe what they deserve. The double peak now, and it all falls apart for Tainted Minds. 2-on-2, 47 seconds. The bomb needs to be collected, maybe in an exposed position. You see Infernal trying to get work done. Not sure if Yam has played his card yet. No shots have been fired with this AWP, and there is a nasty surprise, and now there are problems for Specs. 24 seconds, he has the bomb. Zusi's fallen back in connector, which could have left Yam exposed, but Yam has taken a line through the bomb site. Specs may expect this. And there's Yam charging in, but there's 10 seconds, double peak from Tainted Minds, and I mean that got difficult in the mid-round, but Tainted Minds came out on top.
Yeah, Burn, are you okay? Got too excited, and he pushed too far. If considering that there was a flank coming in, what he was trying to do, basically made the entire flank completely pointless, and so he went way too far in that sense. So that's unfortunate because they could have had way more money to survive with in the round. But we'll see if an adjustment is made in the future. And Burn, are you okay? Will get a couple kills there. And Inns has been really good as well for Tainted Minds from what we've seen so far. He's been pretty effective from a rifling perspective. You know, with those multi-kills, he's been fairly reliable. He will finish off the round here for the team, so 4-1. Despite a bit of drama in the previous couple rounds, we will have Tainted Minds 4-1 with a decent amount of bank coming into play now, but the AKs are back out here for Uniquestars.
Yeah, but that's some much-needed money made for Tainted Minds with those SMGs. And Uniquestars will be buying with the AK-47. I guess they don't want the CT money to get out of control. See what this scout can do. Guess there were other options, but they'll go with the scout. So see what Anikas can do with it. Quickly streaming out of the pop dog position. Again, if you are fast towards team main, you can see that there are no CTs make it towards this position, but Burn, how many is he good for? 3 kills flying in for Tainted Minds. They're defending well for the time being. And we'll see Nertz and leave him with 1 HP towards the IV position, and it's Nertz versus 3. Minute 20 on the clock. He can slow things down. If no one peeks this angle, then they may start to worry about main and so on. But Yam has a look. Escapes 25 HP. 3 players survive for Tainted Minds, and an AK is collected.
So 5-1. They've stabilized Tainted Minds. It was very shaky for I think a good 2-3 rounds. Sort of in the first 2-3 rounds it was a bit shaky, but now they finally managed to get themselves into a stable position. The money is starting to build. They've got a couple SMGs here to really make a lot of money, especially the players that are with the least money who have them, so that's ideal. Send them forwards. There's no helmets here, no Kevlar, so these MP9s should perform quite well. And Uniquestars, I do wonder if it will transpire that some of their best chances have been and gone to take momentum in this matchup, because if Tainted Minds play well from this position, it could be very difficult to get that momentum back. But that said, the pistols are doing some good damage here. Nade tossed out will not kill Nut somehow. He goes down by 10 HP, I think, there. But he doesn't die. That's the second time today we've seen a nade there. That should have gotten a kill, but didn't.
Robbery. Ponks may want to go back to try to collect the bomb, but doesn't seem that will work out, and they're not sure that Nertz is in this position. Spots someone high, and I think he needs to get out of these angles ASAP, but he will fall to the floor. This is, despite the, I mean, score-wise, it's a monstrous start for Tainted Minds. Money-wise, it isn't necessarily, but it is headed in that direction. You know, it's a tactical timeout now from Uniquestars, who definitely haven't got off on the right foot in this round, in this game of Train. First map of this best of 3. Who's doing the talking here? Okay. Man in the middle. Getting his talk on. So they have a better buy now. Anakiz has an AWP instead of a scout. And they'll have more grenades. But it's taken 7 rounds for them to get into this position, of which they've won 1 round. That's not an ideal start. But it is history. You can't change it. Focus on the future.
You can't change it. You can't change history, but you can make history, James. And will it be a fast one here? There's 3 players for Uniquestars moving towards Ivy. Inz is the man who is the guardian of that position. That is really nice. I mean, this MP9 can be awkward at times, but if you can get it in action and get it providing a result, that's certainly going to be encouraging, and that's some great damage onto Specs.
What, you German?
And Specs will back away. So quiet here. Uniquestars with a minute left. They don't actually have anybody to worry about towards the alley. There's no CT there, in fact. I don't know if anyone's watching it directly. I mean, Inz has gone very, very passively. So the CTs should be good to defend against a B push. They've got 2 players in the middle of the yard, which is somewhat ideal. You can slow the push down. You can prevent the Ts from getting close to connector and shutting down your rotation. That's what you want. So Tainted Mind are in a good position here, but this play from Anarchez could be critical in delaying rotation.
20 seconds. Yam starting to move out of the B bomb site. Anik is dedicating the AWP to selling the fake, but there are 12 seconds here. And how does Ofnu get 2 kills out of that? The bomb has to go down soon. Nertz is on his way to the back trains, but Yam is going to pick him to pieces. And now it's Infernal versus 2. It's a great tap onto Inns. Yam holding a line. Infernal doesn't know what's safe and what isn't safe. He's showing some elbow. Yam repositioning now. No grenade here for Infernal. Might see Yam on the high ground. Oh, that's the 1v1 now. He knows it's Yorpa left. Saying hello. Can he survive on the train? He can't. He's got to reposition. Yam repositioning as well, taking some tags. He's got to kit Yam. He's got to find his kill fast. And look at that with the CZ. Can he get on the bomb fast enough, though? I think he will just about get it. And there it is. 7-1 for Tainted Minds.
Damn.
I feel like someone shot at Ofnu.
Yeah, someone.
And then he got 2 kills.
Yeah, someone shot at him. I don't think we caught it there, but yeah, you saw some sparks, a couple bullets. And that's actually what made Ofnu start to fight, actually, because Ofnu thought that he could just hold that position because the first 2 players that should have checked it didn't. And yeah, that's kind of crazy, honestly. And the push, the lurk play out of Ali, pulling rotation back into A, that was a really big chance. But maybe this is another big chance for Uniquestars. They'll open things up with an explosive entry into the pop dog position. Oh, Zusi, he does get 1, but this is a hard spot to hold after that. Gonna have to fall out of it, and he will. He'll be successful. In's also holding as well. It's starting to get difficult now for the T's to push further.
Tainted Minds, it looks difficult, but they stabilize round after round. 2 versus 3. The bomb is deep in connector, and I mean deep. It's in the back. Zusi and Yam are protecting it. Over a minute on the clock, though. I don't know how much Tainted Minds know in terms of the location of these players. Do they start to wander towards B as time ticks? Nertz may have been spotted there. Still, the 3 CTs focused on A. Infernal around E-box. Tainted Minds should know they're both here now. If Nertz continues to press forward, Ofnu should see his legs before Nertz is able to see anything. Oh, almost a pre-fire there. Quick look, but it's not enough. Uniquestars looking average at the moment.
So many close rounds, too. Going down to 1 or 2 players. And they win Pop Dog really quickly, but then it sort of stopped after that. The AWP defense was providing a difficult barrier to entry. Back onto the pistols, a fast one perhaps, at least from Anarchez. He's out there into Olafmeister immediately. Ponks will get shot in the face. Yeah, must be cautious. Don't want to give an AWP away inadvertently. And slowly but surely, Uniquestars will be picked apart limb by limb. Oh, good nade. No kill for Specs.
What is this to say, really? It's just it is a shooting gallery. 4-frame pictures on the wall.
Sort of face stickers.
Color scheme's not bad.
Yeah, it actually works. It works.
Makes me think of what's that crap you eat on a stick in a fairground?
What? Oh, sorry. What? Candy floss?
Yeah, yeah.
So the Diva CZ skin.
What even is that?
Candy floss. Cotton candy. That's the proper name for it, right?
I don't know.
Anyways, 9-1, and the big guns are back out for Uniquestars. But the big guns have always been out for Tainted Minds, and they've been doing great work with them so far. It's, I think at this point, difficult for Uniquestars to figure out, okay, what do we do that could work, potentially? They've tried a bunch of stuff, going fast, going slow, going for splits, going for lurk plays, BA, everything, and nothing's sticking for them so far. That's going to help, though. Zusi goes down early. It's been a big fragger for Tainted Minds. Burn, are you okay? Oh, hello! What's... Oh, my God! What on earth?
There's a time and a place for that.
Oh, my God. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Keep coming in for the CT side. 4-on-2. Uniquestars trying some unique strats, but not really getting where they need to. Burn is looking the wrong way, and that is a free kill, and maybe an opportunity. Insto may end up in main if Uniquestars make a play towards the A site. That could be a problem for them. But Tainted Minds now having to do some guesswork, and there might be opportunity for Uniquestars, but they have to move quickly. If they take too long, and Inz's flank is going to be a problem.
3v2. Boost there to perhaps get a quick pick, but no one standing at the back train.
They're taking too long. Look at the rotation now. Yam is making his way in towards B because Inz has come in through main, and he can just stay around the A train and leave 2 on B, because with this time they're probably going to be with the information they have, and Yam's in position and the round is shut down. Uniquestars are just taking too long.
Yeah, nice shots by Yam. 10-1. Tainted Minds making this a quick one so far. What is that? I don't think I've ever seen that before. Just like being able to just casually hop on your opponent's head as they emerge for a smoke. That is really cool.
Quite something.
It is impressive. So Uniquestars are having problems. Many, many problems. They've opted to go for a tactical pause to think about what they've done. Take a moment to think about what you've done.
Think about what you've done.
No, it's definitely quite a difficult position to be in. 10-1 down, and as I sort of pointed out before, it's really hard if you've not had any success, because it's just because you don't know yet. I mean, it might just be that you have to pick high variance rounds. For example, set pieces on the A sites, get all those set smokes out there, and just try to abuse the variance. Can be a good answer if you really don't know what to do. And it might be the case. It's taking a look on Ali, going deep.
Ooh, is it a fake? Tainted Minds taking liberties almost every round, it feels. A crouch peek, a slow peek. Not recommended.
Oh.
And yeah, this is looking like a great round for Tainted Minds. The bomb is surrounded by flame, surrounded by fire. Specs moving through an empty IV position. Inz will head towards CT spawn. And yeah, this is looking really rough for Uniquestars. A much stronger challenge than before. Tainted Minds are all over this.
Yam has only died a single time. That's good going from Yam. Only one death. He's having a good time of it.
Straight domination.
Yeah, those 2 kills from Offney were really nice. Like just clean headshots off the spray. Always looks really good. Looks satisfying. So pistols out back again for Uniquestars. The half buy, and might be some fun here on Ali for Inz. It's been a while since he had some action here, and he's going to have quite a bit of it, and he can keep pushing for it if he wants to. Not necessarily advisable, but he will be shut down. Did do some good damage though. Specs on 2, and Burn, are you okay? He wants a piece of the action. Everyone wants a piece of the pie. There's pie to go around for everyone.
Tainted Minds are flanking somewhere every round now. And this is great confidence for them. Assuming this map continues to go this way, moving into map number 2. In Uniquestars, this will feel somewhat depressing for them. Tainted Minds just keep coming from the back. They are not showing any respect for areas which are supposed to be traditionally T areas. But you do wonder how Tainted Minds are able to constantly flank, and at what point they're doing it. Are they doing it immediately when I just don't hear anything, or any presence or any grenades or anything? Can Uniquestars start slow and wait for a CT flank attempt and pick someone off and then try to stretch them out? Or is it when Uniquestars start to commit to a site, or when a player is lost and so on, and then the CTs just start to flank? Let's have a look and keep an eye on the radar. Burn near the pop dog. Off new on B, rotating back and forth, and Inz will be towards the IV position for now. So no flank just yet, no over-aggression here from Tainted Minds at this point.
In the last round, it was, I think, Inz calling that there was 3 players on Ali, and Burn, are you okay? Was just playing close on team main. He's like, well, there's 3 players there. That means I'm probably going to get a 1v1 here. And so that was a good call from him. And legs will be eliminated. Burn, are you okay? He's not a fan of legs. He shall take them with him. Yam has been pretty steady so far with this AWP. He'll be pushing quite close to him now. He might be pressed in, indeed. He'll be fragged. That's his second death so far in the 14th round. But Ofnu looks to try to clean things up. He's been spotted up high. He will drop down low as he repositions once more. Specs against Ofnu. It's always difficult around these trains, but one advantage Ofnu has is that it's not up to him to plant the bomb. That has to be Specs. So Ofnu can just take a safe position and wait for that. He's actually pushing, oh my goodness, he's pushing all the way back around to Pop Dog, which I think will be very unexpected. I don't think you would ever predicted CT to go there if you'd seen them towards that CT Sky area just previous.
18 seconds. Specs needs to get the bomb down. Maybe thinking that the CT's in connector. And at this point, he has no idea where Ofnu is. Planting 4 connector. Where could he have possibly thought that Ofnu could be? Maybe around the Ivy position, perhaps. But
that's the thing, because I think Specs showed himself around T main, and there's a lot of time when Specs was walking around, and Ofnu just dropped down and just walked all the way straight to Pop Dog, which is quite risky, actually. It's like very risky right at the start, but as soon as you get to Pop, it's like that's a money position. Fast rotations, and very unexpected place to be.
13-1. Last round of the first half. Ins towards Ivy. Ofnu looks like he's going to get aggressive towards the B bomb site. Smoke has been deployed and he'll back off. In the meantime, deep Molotovs towards main. And Uniquestars. When do you see a Molotov like that? So deep, so early into the round. Absolutely no fear from Tainted Minds whatsoever. What does it become of Uniquestars here?
That's a good trade on to Burn, Are You OK? Burn, Are You OK has been confident to try to take 1v1s around team main. He will get punished, but there's 4 versus 3, so the CTs will be happy with that. He's done his job. Oh, that was close. That was really close. But they are behind that little generator thing. And here they go. 3 players spotted. The CTs know exactly where they are. And you've got to be cautious here, Ofnu. He's going to try to wrap around the side a bit.
They've smoked themselves off of moving into A. Yes, they are boosting behind it, but Yam has angles towards Old Train. So it's limited what they can be doing here, Uniquestars. How are they going to convert this round? 35 seconds left. Now they are continuing to push, but again, Yam has the angle, so... Oh, he's missed one player, however, but they're choosing to engage this position, but now Yam doesn't re-peek, and where are you going to plant the bomb? 23 seconds remaining. Zusi rotating towards B, perhaps. Yam picks off the second last player, and now Anikiz is alone. Wherever he goes, it's a gamble. 14-1 Tainted Minds.
That's a strong half. The only round one was on the first buy round. Uniquestars not looking all that good at the moment here on Train on their choice of map. Tainted Minds, though, very confident on that CT side. And they only have to win 2 rounds on this half, and they are taking this map. This is the first map of this best of 3. That's a great way to start. But not so much for Uniquestars. They are going to be feeling deflated. There is no way around that. How can you not be demoralized to some extent? You need somebody to deliver a result. Just lift the spirits of the team, and maybe it could start off with a good pistol.
Tainted Minds all over this A site. An exchange of pistol shots. Specs and Nertz are still here. Yam some pre-fire, but there's some problems on the side. The bomb's been dropped now. Some shots through the smoke, and 2 of these 3 CTs are heavily tagged, but of course Tainted Minds will still aim for the head. And now it's Yam versus 3 players. 2 of them are very low indeed. There's Specs. He will try to position himself for a double peek or more. Yam identifying where these players might be. He spotted 2 of them. We've got Nertz going for a flank all the way down the main position. He's 9 HP, so why not? Leaving it a 2 versus 1. Yam has 11 bullets left. Probably needs 2 for Specs. Does he rotate towards B? He's got 8 bullets. He's going towards top, and Nertz will finish off the job. The flank was worth. That is the round they needed, and now they need every other round. All the rounds.
All the rounds. Force buy from Tainted Minds. They just go with Deagles. This way they can actually Deagle up next round as well, or some of them. Oh, actually, okay, they actually decide to get some smoke grenades with these. That's cool. The smoke grenades, that's really, really cool, because the difference the smoke can make is pretty huge on rounds like this, because it can force some rotation of positions, and it can also allow you to take positions you otherwise would never be able to take without them. So you can see Zuzi already just getting out there, and that smoke is covering him from the main position. Sure, he's going to get his head blown off, but the point is that he had opportunities to exploit, and he didn't connect his shot towards Ali. So the smoke was worth. Well, maybe not this round, but some of the time it's going to be worth.
The idea of the smoke was worth?
Yes, there we go. The idea of it was good. Although
it was good on paper.
They've got to be good at managing the money in the following round as well. Int and Yam, being very sparing with their cash. Afternoon Yam will use as much time as they can to try to get the most value they can out of this, and that's a good start for Yam. 1 kill now. That's an improvement. Ofnu, is he going to... Oh, that was a chance. Unfortunate not to connect that. Yamalam is on the way to rejoin his comrade. They can exchange some pleasantries and then back into the action. This is not going to go well for them. Prognosis is not looking good. Oh, the smoke, the last smoke used. Out comes Ofnu again with a deagle. Can he get a headshot? Flash goes out, peeks with it. Oh, another shot, another chance. So they actually got quite a lot of chances there with the 3 grenades that they had. And they just didn't hit the shots this time.
Another round in the bag. 1 round at a time for Uniquestars. Never mind the overall score. Just focus on that 1 round at a time. This one should be a good one for them, a money-making round. And the money does matter for Uniquestars because they don't want to have a weak buy, which potentially creates a hole to be exploited by Tainted Minds. So they want to survive in the numbers, and in the numbers they will survive. 14-4, 10 rounds between the 2 teams, and Tainted Minds are on the bye. Yam's got 57.50. AWP time. Let's see what he can do. No sniper rifle for Uniquestars. They continue. Nertz. See, interestingly, Uniquestars not going to upgrade the UMP, for example. Now, normally you wouldn't do that to secure your money. But when you can only afford to lose 2 rounds, you do wonder if that is the necessary approach versus AKs and so on. I don't think this is necessarily the decision. Aggressive towards Ivy, but they will fail in the pop dog.
That's such a... Oh, I was going to say it's such a big opening, and you can see Yam's all the way out there with the AWP. Another 1v1 for him. You've got to be so careful with these fights. He will get shot in the side of the face, but Nertz was the guy on Ali, and right now, Bernio Yoke is pushing Ali. He knows that Nertz is trapped there, and he's going to take him down. That is map point here for Tainted Minds, up to 15. And that was a well-played round. I think, where things were a bit sketchy there was Anarchist, trying to challenge so hard for Pop Dog when his teammates were all deep on Ali. And that created a huge opening once we saw Tainted Minds realize that. Yam just went straight for the aggression. He knew there was an opening.
Back to game.
And now it's time to finish the job, perhaps, for Tainted Minds. They're looking to... Ooh, some nades going in there. That's some good damage. Some chunks of damage.
The burst from Tainted Minds can catch one player off guard sometimes in this situation, but there is a second. Anakiz Oh, repositions. I don't know if he was spotted in that situation. Specs is here as well. This is match point for Tainted Minds. Sorry, it's game point for Tainted Minds. Hello, this is the first map. But it seems it's not over just yet, or is it? Yam, 1 versus 2. He has a Molotov. There's a smoke, though, which Anakez has just deployed for the bomb. He's got to go wide to shoot the person defusing the bomb, but he doesn't do that. And the round is won by Uniquestars. So, again, Uniquestars on their first buy round, they took the approach you'd normally do when the score was a lot closer earlier on, as opposed to being almost against game point. I feel like they should have fully invested when Tainted Minds had 14 rounds, rather than take the conservative route, because now they must win every round, and I think it would be prudent to take that approach when Tainted Minds didn't have game point. But here we are. They're okay for the time being. The pistols are out for Tainted Minds, although even though they are low on the weaponry, Tainted Minds, I do feel like they are the far better prepared team from what we've seen so far.
Yeah, their trainer's been a lot more solid. At least that CT side was really nice and comfortable. Yam, he's going to get... I think he's unsure that he can get the backstab from below. So otherwise he's going to go for it. Gets himself an upgrade. M4, one of the few players though that does not have anything, any Kevlar that is. Specs will do the damage to Yam. That's the M4 on the ground, but look how far forward the T's are moving. It looks like they may claim the last round and take the map with this push with just pistols. Needed frag from Specs, but it's going to be tough here. The double face comes in.
2 versus 1. Infernal. Does he have it in him? Does Int have the superior angle? From out of nowhere, there it is, 16-5. Pretty much a whitewash on train for Tainted Minds. Great for their confidence, but where will the heads of Uniquestars be now?
It's definitely going to be a tough one, and they got absolutely wrecked on their map choice. Moving forwards into Tainted Minds playground, it's going to be very difficult, and I hope that they can raise their spirits back up because they're going to need it. And we're going to find out if they're able to do that after the break.